night for both teams, as both teams going through their final warm-ups. The A's out in left field right now. Some of the guys are loosening their arms and throwing the baseball around out there. And then on the first base side, the Kansas Cannons going through their little grounder. They do before the game. They are getting grounders hit to them in front of their first base dugouts. Beautiful night at the ballpark. It is a tad on the windy side, but it is perfect temperature-wise. We are 81 degrees currently. And, cool front moved in overnight and throughout this morning. And so it has been a beautiful day here in southwest Kansas. Now, the rest of the week, though, it's going to be a little bit on the warm side. Tomorrow, we'll go from 83 today up to 92 tomorrow. Then it is 97 on Tuesday, 98 on Wednesday. So the first part of this week will be in the low to mid 90s here for portions of southwest Kansas. As the first pitch is thrown, what a hopper, but it went right over the plate here at Cavalier Field. Some clouds in the sky, but the sun has been shining throughout majority of the day anyways. And you can hear that wind. It is kind of a north wind, so it is blowing in a little bit and a little bit over across to left field. So it is going to be a windy night here at the ballpark, but the temperature-wise is absolutely perfect. And looking forward to this third game here in this three-game set between the A's and the Kansas Cannons. We'll step aside for timeout, come back with our first pitch here on the other side of this break. Here is the A's and the Kansas Cannons finish out the three-game series from Cavalier Field here in Dodge City.
Is clearly the work of experts. You can be an expert with a good system that delivers clarity, convenience, and confidence. All of BioGuard's comprehensive pool care systems put the pleasure back in your pool with premium products that cover everything from sanitizers and shocks to algicides and balancers. Simple to follow and easy to maintain. That's what makes a BioGuard system. Visit Austin Pool in Dodge City or Garden City to learn about the right system for your pool and become the clear expert in your neighborhood.
At South Central Kansas Bone and Joint Center, we feel your pain, and then we fix it. Heel pain is extremely common. Dr. Scott Gordon, podiatrist, specializes in the resolution of heel pain, diabetic foot and wound conditions, corrective foot and ankle surgery, and successful alternative treatments for most lower extremity pain. South Central Kansas Bone and Joint Center, Pratt, Dodge City, and Liberal.
Hey Demon fans, hey Conquistador fans, it's game time. I Don't Care Family Restaurant and Sports Bar wants you to fuel up before the big game. Stop in before the game for tasty hamburgers, sandwiches, tacos, and more, plus the coldest beer in town. Then when the game's over, stop back in for the late night menu, including calf fries, wings, nachos, pretzels, and more. Plus Friday and Saturday night, it's free pool and darts, 10 p.m. to midnight. Dodge City sports fans, they've got you covered at I Don't Care Family Restaurant and Sports Bar, 1510 West Spruce, Dodge City.
Dodge City Red Demons has a long tradition. Family Practice Associates has been here for 38 years supporting and treating Red Demon athletes. We're the oldest independent medical practice in Dodge City. With Dr. Presley, Dr. Trotter, Joanne Schaefer, ARNP, and Ryan Tyree, PA, we are here for your healthcare needs. We have in-house x-ray and lab. We have in-house counseling. For comprehensive healthcare, think Family Practice Associates of Western Kansas and call 225-1650.
Your health means everything. And every minute matters when an emergency puts your health at risk. That's why it's essential to get the care you need as soon as possible. The emergency department at Western Plains Medical Complex is ready, providing you quality care with the peace of mind of a certified chest pain center. Don't make your health wait. Get to the hospital. Western Plains Medical Complex. Learn more at westernplainsmc.com.
Kelly Hendricks DDS is like the utility player of dentistry. They can do it all from cleanings, root canals, fillings, preventative care to orthodontics, comprehensive family dentistry from infants to adults. Located at 100 Ross Boulevard, Building 2, Suite C, Dodge City. They're open 7:30 a.m. to 5:30 p.m. Monday through Thursday. Make an appointment today by calling 225-6555. Serving the Dodge City community for over 30 years. Kelly Hendricks DDS. Wear a smile, you can see a mile.
That was a national anthem here at Cavalier Field. First pitch in just a few moments here from Cavalier Field. The starting pitcher tonight for the A's will be Robert Brodell. He'll get the start, his fifth start of the season, and his fifth appearance of the summer as well, and more than likely his final appearance with the A's this summer, as he will be moving out to San Diego next weekend. At least that is a plan. He will be playing at San Diego State University here in this coming school year, but that is all pending on whether or not actually when he gets drafted in the Major League Baseball draft. As of course that just got underway here tonight, so he's expected to get drafted over the next couple of days, and they are right now in the MLB draft. They just wrapped up the 8th overall pick, and the Kansas City Royals just picked at the 7th spot, and they got a left-handed pitcher, a high schooler out of Connecticut, with their 7th overall pick. Henry Davis, the catcher from Louisville, went number 1 to the Pittsburgh Pirates. So Major League Baseball draft just got underway here this evening, and we get ready for the third game of this rubber match between the A's and the Kansas Cannons. The A's won the opener 5-3. Cannons won the second game also by a 5-3 score. And here we are, ready on this Sunday evening for the third and final game between these two teams here in this series. And they will meet. Actually, this will be the final game between them this season, because, Justin, they were supposed to play July 27th in the second to last game of the regular season. That game has now officially been wiped off because the A's the other day were invited to the NBC Midwest Regional Qualifier for the NBC World Series. So they will be playing that July 29th through August 2nd, I believe is what I think I saw. And
you know more about that than I do, Sean.
So there will be no final two games of that season, the regular season. And the A's will forego those games to get ready for that Midwest qualifier, see if they can get themselves into the NBC World Series. We are ready for baseball here tonight at Cavalier Field as Robert Brodell gets the ball. Brodell a season 1-2 with a 2.25 earned run average. And he will face left-handed hitting Paul Schoenfeld, the center fielder for the Kansas Cannons. And away we go. Fastball the outside corner. First strike one. First pitch thrown at 7:03 here in Dodge City. The temperature, again, it is a beautiful night here in southwest Kansas, as that pitch misses at 81 degrees. Here, our first pitch. Wind down to the northeast at 13 miles per hour. Ground ball to second. Brad Stone scoops it and throws over to first, and Doyle Kane hauls it in for the third, or the first out of the ball game. Set your defense for you. Gabe Irwin in left field. Brett Graber in center field. Ty Walton playing on right field. Albert Lovato over at third base. Carlos Ariano at short. Brad Stone at second. Doyle Kane at first base, and Makana Olaso is catching Robert Brodell. The first pitch, Brodell throws to Cale Blasey, misses outside. Righty on lefty matchup. Brodell winds and throws home. Another ground ball, a high chopper. Stone fielded to his left. Takes his time, gathers, and throws to first for out number 2. So 2 up and 2 down here in the top of the first inning. A couple ground balls over to Brad Stone. And now Miles Beal, third baseman, steps to the plate. Beal on the season hitting .229. No home runs, 10 RBI on the year. And the first pitch to him misses out of the zone for ball 1. The A's in their green tops, the white pants. Brodell kicks and fires a fastball in there for strike 1. Kansas Cannons with the green sleeves, black shirts, and that's kind of powderish blue. So what we're going to call it, Justin, what color are we going to call those, the numerals?
Baby blue, powder blue. I mean, whichever way you want to go with it, it's about the same.
1 and 2. Brodell brings it home and is slapped foul, third base side. Pretty good crowd here on hand. Again, a beautiful night for baseball. Temperatures in the lower 80s. Sun shining. Brodell trying to retire the Cannons in order here in the top of inning number 1. Brodell works out the windup. Here comes the 1-2. Fastball up and away. Count even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Brodell, 24 innings in his 4 previous outings. Give up 19 hits in those 24 innings. 8 runs, 6 of which have been earned, and that's why he has a 2.25 earned run average. 3-2 count coming here to Miles Beal. The pitch, spoiled foul. Brodell, 24 strikeouts in his 24 innings, 6 walks. Opponents hitting 198 against him. And he's got a 1.04 whip. Anytime that number is right around 1, that's a good sign. The 3-2 misses high for ball 4. So the first base runner on the ball game is a walk to Miles Beal. And now Trip Clark, the designated hitter for the Kansas Cannons, steps in. And that's just the 7th walk given up by Brodell in his 24 2/3 innings pitched this season. And we will see him work out of the stretch now with the runner at first base. First pitch to Clark is fouled out of play right side. Trip Clark on the year, .391. 5 long balls, 20 driven in. And 69 at-bats. He has 12 strikeouts. And an OPS of over 1,000. Brodell looks over his left shoulder, now comes set. Just to the right of his face. Takes another peek over his shoulder, comes home. Fastball high. Count even at a ball to strike. Just underway. Top of the first inning here at Cavalier Field in Dodge City. Alongside Justin Hergert, I'm Sean Boston. Great to be back here at the ballpark. Pitch is outside. Olaso throws out a second. Nobody home. And Ariano was able to pick it up off the turf behind the second base bag. But Miles Beal got that one easily because there was nobody home. And as a catcher, you're taught to just throw to the second base bag and hope your defense is there. But that time, Stone or Ariano, none of them, or neither of them, were covering that second base bag. So it's 2 balls, 1 strike. Here to Trip Clark. Runner in scoring position now for the Cannons. A pitch home. Here's a fastball out the belt, and the count even at 2-2. You can hear the wind whipping in. It's now the north-northeast. That cold front came in last night, Justin. Actually, it was a little chilly this morning.
It was nice. I went home and opened every window in the house. And
take advantage of it while we can. That's for sure. It's not often you get here towards the middle part of July. And I don't know what it got down to last night, but what's 60?
It was about 60 when I woke up this morning.
And we got to about 82, 83-ish, the high today here in Dodge. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. The pitch home. In on the hands and it's fouled back to the netting. The count stays at 2-2 here to Trip Clark. And this will be the final game between these two teams this season. Kansas Cannons out of the Walter Johnson portion division of the Kansas Collegiate League. Brodell sets. Big lead there for Beal at second. The pitch home. That's a curveball. It's popped in the air in a shallow center field. Graber running up and makes the catch for the third out. No runs, no hits, no errors, and 1 runner left on base. And we have played half an inning. The A's coming to bat for the first time here tonight.
Coughing, runny nose, and fever have you feeling down? Find the relief you need at the time that fits your schedule at Express Wellness Urgent Care in Dodge City. Now from any device, your healthcare visit is just a click away with Express Wellness Urgent Care's online check-in. Visit expresswellnessurgentcare.com and choose a time that works for you. Open 7 days a week with extended hours. Express Wellness Urgent Care is here to serve you on White Oak Boulevard in Dodge City.
It's a myth those people feeling suicidal don't warn anyone. Most will give clues or even talk about it when asked. If you're worried about someone, talk to them right away. And there's help, like the National Suicide Prevention Lifeline at 1-800-273-TALK. Warning signs can save a life. Learn about them at mattersks.org. Brought to you by Glenn Curbs Law Firm.
A BioGuard pool is clearly the work of experts. You can be an expert with a good system that delivers clarity, convenience, and confidence. All of BioGuard's comprehensive pool care systems put the pleasure back in your pool with premium products that cover everything from sanitizers and shocks to algicides and balancers. Simple to follow and easy to maintain. That's what makes a BioGuard system. Visit Austin Pool in Dodge City or Garden City to learn about the right system for your pool and become the clear expert in your neighborhood.
Back at Cavalier Field, and again on a beautiful night here for baseball. Along with Justin Hergert, I'm Sean Boston. The A's coming to bat for the first time here tonight after Brodell worked around a 2-out walk in the top of the first. Cannons in forward to the plate. Nothing to show for on the scoreboard. Ty Walton will lead it off for the A's. Ty on the season hitting .323. He is 21 for 65. 5 extra base hits, 3 doubles, and 2 home runs. 16 singles on the year. Facing the righty Wes Brooks, and the first pitch is a ground ball through the left side. Past the diving shortstop, procked into left field, and it's a leadoff single on the first pitch that Ty Walton sees.
Next up for the A's, second baseman, number 11, Brad.
And now Brad Stone to the plate. Brad also had a pretty good summer, hitting .342. He is 13 for 38 at the plate. Hits from the left side. Walton gets his lead over at first. Slightly open stance. Curveball misses away as it did not get close to the plate. Here from Brooks. Pitch home. Here's a fastball, just misses. And it's 2-0. Clay Westbrooks on the year has been really good. 7th appearance of the season. Pitch is lofted into left center field. It's a long run and a diving catch. Nicely done by the center fielder. That time, Carson Shively. It was going to be Paul Schoenfeld, rather. Schoenfeld ranged to his right and made a diving catch in left center for out number 1. Doyle Kane, the hitter. Kane just over the 300 mark at 305. Pitch is inside for ball 1. Clay Westbrook's in 20 innings, a 0.64 earned run average. Hit and run, high chopper off the turf. It's going to be fielded by a shortstop throw to first is high. And Doyle Kane reaches, and the A's have runners at first and second. There was nothing that the shortstop Carson Proct could do but go to first base as Ty Walton was off on the pitch. And that one was just beaten into the ground off the turf and over the top of Westbrook's on the mound. And Proct could not do anything except throw to first, and the throw was high. So Walton to second base, Sonny Ramirez at the plate, Doyle Kane over at first base. First and second, 1 out here in the bottom of the first. Westbrooks brings the fastball home at the knees for strike 1. Clay Westbrooks, opponents hitting .202 against him. 31 strikeouts, just 5 walks in 28 innings of work. Nothing in 1 the count to Arnie Ramirez, whose folks are in attendance here today. They just got in from LAX this morning. Pitch is sent to right field, and Walton's going to tag and go to third, and what a throw. It was a double play. It was a fly out to right field, and then Cale Blasey shows off his arm strength down right field and guns down Ty Walton trying to go second or third on the tag up. So the A's come up scoreless in the first, and it's a scoreless first inning here from Cavalier Field as we head to the second. No score.
Dodge City Red Demons has a long tradition. Family Practice Associates has been here for 38 years supporting and treating Red Demon athletes. We're the oldest independent medical practice in Dodge City with Dr. Presley, Dr. Trotter, Joanne Schaefer, ARNP, and Ryan Tyree, PA. We are here for your healthcare needs. We have in-house x-ray and lab. We have in-house counseling. For comprehensive healthcare, think Family Practice Associates of Western Kansas and call 225-1650.
Wearing the right work boots can make all the difference in your day. And at Long's, they've assembled the best selection of brands, styles, and sizes in this area. Choose from Ariat, Red Wing, Justin, Tony Lama, Twisted X, Wolverine, Dan Post, and Laredo. All discount priced every day. They've got the style that is suited best for the job you do. Plus the largest selection of ladies, steel, and safety toe boots in this area. So come in the Long's and see why they've been selling the best brands in Southwest Kansas for over 50 years. Open Monday through Friday, 9 to 8:30, Saturday 9 to 6, and Sunday 1 till 6.
Kelly Hendricks DDS is like the utility player of dentistry. They can do it all from cleanings, root canals, fillings, preventative care to orthodontics, comprehensive family dentistry from infants to adults. Located at 100 Ross Boulevard, Building 2, Suite C, Dodge City. They're open 7:30 a.m. to 5:30 p.m. Monday through Thursday. Make an appointment today by calling 225-6555. Serving the Dodge City community for over 30 years. Kelly Hendricks DDS. Wear a smile, you can see a mile.
Top of the second inning here in Dodge City at Cavalier Field. There was a scoreless first inning. The A's got a couple of hits in that first. A leadoff single through the left side from Ty Walton, and a one-out single in the infield by Doyle Kane. But the A's, nothing to show for it. And leading off the second inning will be Stevenson Reynolds for the Kansas Cannons. Reynolds on the season hitting .328, the first pitch to him down low. He's 19 of 58 at the plate. 13 of those 19 hits are singles. 4 doubles, a triple, and a home run. 7 runs driven in. Pitch is in the inside corner for strike one. But Ty Walton got gunned out at third base trying to tag up. Going second or third, but Justin, you've seen Cale Blasey played at Dodge City Community College here for the Conquistadors as this pitch is line but foul right side. Saw his arm strength there, and I'm sure you saw a lot of that throughout the season here that the Concs had in the spring as well.
Indeed, and it's not just Cale out there, but all the outfielders, and you even see it on the side of the A's as well. With Ty Walton, he's got a cannon that can throw out people if it's on point.
Yeah, we saw Schoenfeld make that diving catch in center field as well for the Cannons in the bottom of the first. Brodell ahead of the count, 1-2. Here on Reynolds, first baseman for the Cannons. A pitch home is a curveball. It's lined over Brad Stone's head in the right field, and Walton fields it on one hop. And Reynolds is aboard with the first hit of the ball game for the Cannons.
Next up for the Cannons, shortstop number 1, Carson Prock.
Carson Prock, the hitter, with nobody out here at the top of the second. Brodell out of the stretch again. First pitch, inside for ball one. Third and final game. This three-game set. Both teams with the victory yesterday in that doubleheader. Pitch home. Another fastball high. It's 2-0. It's not often you get a doubleheader like that in both games, a 5-3 score. The A's won the first game. The Cannons won the nightcap last night.
In bonus baseball, nonetheless.
Yeah. 2-0. Pitch home is swung on and missed from Carson Proctor. It's 2-1.
Not going to lie, it was a long day at the ballpark.
I bet it was. I was in Salina, which for our folks in California tuning in, Salina is about an hour and a half north of Wichita. I was there for the Dodge City Law professional indoor football team last night. They were in the semifinals, and they fell to the Salina Liberty, so they saw their season come to a close. So I was in Salina doing that game last night. I was swinging a miss from Proctor. It's 2-2.
That's another rare sight that you don't see very often in Kansas is football in July.
Yeah, and that's one thing. There's 3 indoor football teams, professional indoor football teams here in the state of Kansas. Champions Indoor Football League, the Dodge City Law, the Wichita Force, and the Salina Liberty. Full count here from Robert Brodell to Carson Proct. The righty gets set and comes home. And it's spoiled foul out of play. Top of the second inning, no score. The A's with 2 hits in the bottom of the first. The Cannons 1 hit so far in the ball game. That just came one batter ago, Stevenson Reynolds, who lined it into right field. Three-two again. Misses just outside for ball 4. Brodell wanted the pitch on the outside corner, but it does not get it, so it is the second free pass issued.
And that is a change from what we saw last night. Those that were listening along with us, you heard us talking about how that strike zone, it was almost kind of triangle shaped almost. If you think of a perfect triangle, it was narrow at the top, very, very wide down at the bottom. And we're not seeing that tonight.
So Brodell's got to work a little magic. First and second, nobody out. The pitch is in on the hand just over the top of Brodell with fielded by Stone. Flips to second for 1, through to first, not in time. There was nothing more that the A's could do. Stone fielded it was just kind of in on the hands, and it was just a little blooper over the top of Brodell. And the A's actually had a chance of turning two, but it was hit just soft enough that they were not able to. So Reynolds up to third base. Proct is out on the 4-6 force outs. And Shively aboard at first base on the fielder's choice. Ground ball to third, fielded by Lovano. Throw to second for one. Throw to first in time. A 5-4-3 double play to end the inning. And the Kansas Cannons have runners at first and second with nobody out, but the A's get out of it. There's the Houdini magic there from Brodell as he gets the Cannons out to end the second inning. Playing an inning and a half, still no score.
Sneezing, coughing, runny nose, and fever have you feeling down? Find the relief you need at the time that fits your schedule at Express Wellness Urgent Care in Dodge City. Now from any device, your healthcare visit is just a click away with Express Wellness Urgent Care's online check-in. Visit expresswellnessurgentcare.com and choose a time that works for you. Open 7 days a week with extended hours. Express Wellness Urgent Care is here to serve you on White Oak Boulevard in Dodge City.
At South Central Kansas Bone and Joint Center, we feel your pain, and then we fix it. Heel pain is extremely common. Dr. Scott Gordon, podiatrist, specializes in the resolution of heel pain, diabetic foot and wound conditions, corrective foot and ankle surgery, and successful alternative treatments for most lower extremity pain. South Central Kansas Bone and Joint Center, Pratt, Dodge City, and Liberal.
A BioGuard pool is clearly the work of experts. You can be an expert with a good system that delivers clarity, convenience, and confidence. All of BioGuard's comprehensive pool care systems put the pleasure back in your pool with premium products that cover everything from sanitizers and shocks to algicides and balancers. Simple to follow and easy to maintain. That's what makes a BioGuard system. Visit Austin Pool in Dodge City or Garden City to learn about the right system for your pool and become the clear expert in your neighborhood.
Bottom of the second inning, Cavalier Field in Dodge City. The A's and the Kansas Cannons, no score. Play the home half of the second. It's Albert Lovano who just started that beautiful 5-4-3 double play to end the top of the second. We'll lead off for the A's here in the home half. Lovano on the year hitting .283, 15 for 53. One home run, 6 driven in. First pitch from Westbrooks is inside for ball one. Cannons had runners at first and second with nobody out to the top of the second. Fastball dots the outside corner for strike one. Here to Lovano. Major League Baseball draft going on the first round tonight. And pick number 12. Here is this pitch is laced foul just beyond the Cannons dugout here on the first base side. Henry Davis went number 1. Jack Leiter number 2. The dominant pitch out of Vanderbilt went to the Texas Rangers at number 2. The 1-2 pitch here from Westbrooks is a fastball outside corner for strike 3. Lovano goes down looking for the first down here, the second. First strikeout for either pitcher here tonight.
Left fielder number 28, Gabe Irwin.
Gabe Irwin, the hitter for the A's. Kumar Rocker, the other dominant pitcher from Vandy, just went number 10. So Vanderbilt, their top two pitchers went number 2 and number 10 in the Major League Baseball draft. Here's a ground ball to short. It's fielded by the shortstop Proct. His throw to first was dropped by the first baseman. So Irwin is aboard at first.
Next up, the catcher number 30, Makana Golasso.
On the air there by first baseman. Connor Lasso at the plate. Irwin gets his lead at first. The pitch home. Just misses inside. Looked like a pretty good pitch. Okay, the A's get set to begin a 4-game road stand starting tomorrow. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday on the road, and then returning back home here to Cavalier Field for a 3-game homestand next Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Pitch is swung on and missed from Olaso. The A's have a lot of baseball to be playing. They are playing the next several days. They'll play tomorrow in Liberal, Tuesday in Wichita. This is roped to left field. It's down for a hit. Olaso with a nice line drive single. And there are 2 aboard with 1 out for the A's.
Next up, the shortstop, number 2.
So on the road tomorrow in Liberal. Then it is in Wichita on Tuesday. In Valley Center Wednesday. In Wichita Thursday. And 3 at home. And then next Monday, that makeup game against the Midwest Moose in Wichita. And it's back home. So there's no off day for the A's until next Wednesday. So they will be playing every day until next Wednesday. I'm not talking about this coming Wednesday. I'm talking about the next Wednesday, the 21st. First pitch to Carlos Ariano is popped foul and over the top of the clubhouse here on the first base side. 0-1 the count. Here to Ariano.
And to add to your point, Sean, we're right back on the road after that off day to go visit the Great Bend Batcats.
Again, Ariano sends it foul right side out of play. It is now 0-2. Coach Tony Gonzalez would like to see as Ariano gets a pop back at his bat. Saw him have a really good stretch back in the middle portions of June. The 0-2. Her ball misses away, and it's 1-2. Major League Baseball All-Star Game coming up here in a couple of days. Home Run Derby tomorrow night out at Coors Field in Denver. And the Futures game today. On the top prospects, the 1-2 ground ball. It's fielded by the pitcher. He'll throw to second. It is just in time there. Ahead of the foot first dive from Olaso. So that gets Olaso on at second base. And Ariano reaches the fielder's choice. But that goes 1-4. It was fielded by the second baseman. Irwin up to third base. So runners at the corners, 2 outs in the inning. Bottom of the second here at Cavalier Field in Dodge City. Pitch is outside and low. Throw down a second. Gets away from the shortstop and into center field. That's going to score Irwin, and the A's take a 1-0 lead here at the bottom of the second. On an errant throw by the catcher. So Irwin scores. Ariano goes from first to third. He was trying to go down to second and at least get into a rundown and allow Irwin to come home. But they got the best of both worlds. They got the run to score, and then the throw goes out to center field. And Ariano up to third base for Brett Graber, who has a 1-0 count. The 1-0. Down low, it's 2-0. Two balls, no strikes here to Brett Graber. Pitch is in on the hands, popped up in the middle of the field. Everybody chasing it. The first baseman calls everybody off. And Reynolds hauls it in for the third out. But the A's strike first for a run here in the bottom of the second. And through 2, it's 1-0 A's.
Dodge City Red Demons has a long tradition. Family Practice Associates has been here for 38 years supporting and treating Red Demon athletes. We're the oldest independent medical practice in Dodge City with Dr. Presley, Dr. Trotter, Joanne Schaefer, ARNP, and Ryan Tyree, PA. We are here for your healthcare needs. We have in-house x-ray and lab. We have in-house counseling. For comprehensive healthcare, think Family Practice Associates of Western Kansas and call 225-1650.
Hey, Demon fans. Hey, Conquistador fans. It's game time. I Don't Care Family Restaurant Sports Bar wants you to fuel up before the big game. Stop in before the game for tasty hamburgers, sandwiches, tacos, and more. Plus the coldest beer in town. Then when the game's over, stop back in for the late night menu, including calf fries, wings, nachos, pretzels, and more. Plus Friday and Saturday nights, it's free pool and darts, 10 p.m. to midnight. Dodge City sports fans, they've got you covered at I Don't Care Family Restaurant and Sports Bar, 1510 West Spruce, Dodge City.
Kelly Hendricks DDS is like the utility player of dentistry. They can do it all from cleanings, root canals, fillings, preventative care to orthodontics, comprehensive family dentistry from infants to adults. Located at 100 Ross Boulevard, Building 2, Suite C, Dodge City. They're open 7:30 a.m. to 5:30 p.m. Monday through Thursday. Make an appointment today by calling 225-6555. Serving the Dodge City community for over 30 years. Kelly Hendricks DDS. Wear a smile, you can see a mile.
1-0 Dodge City. So we head to the third inning of play here at Cavalier Field. Here in Dodge. Along with Justin Hergert, I'm Sean Boston at the ballpark. He scored that one run on that throwing error by the catcher, Jared Hanks. As he trying to throw down to second, getting Ariano, and Carlos had no problems getting to second or to third, but he was stranded there. So the A's got one run on one hit, 2 errors, and they stranded Carlos Ariano over at third base. Charles Messino, the second baseman, leads off the third inning for the Kansas Cannons. Brodell with the lead for the first time tonight. The first pitch he throws here in the third misses away. One-0. Here's the fastball outside corner, 1-1. On the road tomorrow night in Liberal, Brent Gould Field. The A's would love Justin to just get one from the BJs.
It would be good to go down there and at least cut into the 5-game lead that they have on the division.
Yeah, they have just kind of ran away with that. They've here this season. 2-1. Pitch is a hard ground ball foul. And there will be one more after tomorrow night's game between the A's and the BJs. Liberal comes here 9 days from now. Yep, the 20th. Tough place to play down at Brent Gould Field. Not only for the BJs, but also for Seward County Community College. They always have really good seasons there. As Messino fouls it again. And it's 2-2. Brodell gets a sign from Makano Lasso. Winds and fires. Outside corner. It catches it for strike 3. Messino has a few words for home plate umpire, but Brodell gets his first punch out of the night. Not something you see very often where Brodell, which is 1 strikeout, 2 walks. Again, he has a strikeout pitcher averaging about 1 per inning. As Schoenfeld shows bunt and pops it foul third base side.
That is something that we have seen more than we've seen all season so far in this short series that we've had with the Cannon, Sean. Is, we saw it quite a few times last night, showing bunt and actually laying bunts down.
Yep.
And we saw several that were laid down as line drives for outs.
Pitch is the outside corner, same spot that just rung up Messino, and it's 0-2. Yeah, it's not very often you see small ball anymore. Nowadays, everybody just wants to swing for power. 0-2. The pitch home. Line to the center field's down for a hit. So Schoenfeld was down the count 0-2, but he's able to line it to Brent Graber in center for a one-out single. Second hit of the ball game off of Brodell. Brodell set out of the stretch. Schoenfeld gets his lead as Cale Blasey looks at a fastball right down the middle for strike one. No balls, one strike, one out. Pitch home. Fouled back to the netting. You can hear the winds out about here at Cavalier Field. Usually the wind here in the summer is blowing out, is blowing from the south, but now with that little cold front we had coming, it's blowing in from the north-northeast. So that's why you're hearing it more this evening than you usually do during the games during the summer.
And it was blowing in last night as well, just not second game a little more than it was first game, but tonight definitely more so.
1 ball, 2 strikes. Brodell comes home. It's swing and a miss, and down goes Blasey for out number 2. Second strikeout of the game and of the inning for Rob Brodell.
Next up, third baseman number 32, Miles Beal.
Brings up Miles Beal, who was a walk victim back in the first. Brodell dots it on the outer third. It was 0-1. It's Schoenfeld at first base. He gets a decent lead, and Doyle Kane holds him on. Pitch misses away. It's 1-1. Pretty good crowd here on Heen tonight. Again, enjoying the sunshine and the beautiful temperatures before we jump right back up into the 90s. 1 ball, 1 strike. Brodell brings it home. Ground ball right back to Rob. He snags it, throws it low over to first, but it's caught by Doyle Kane for out number 3. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and 1 runner stranded. And through 2.5, the A's still leading 1-0.
Sneezing, coughing, runny nose, and fever have you feeling down? Find the relief you need at the time that fits your schedule at Express Wellness Urgent Care in Dodge City. Now from any device, your healthcare visit is just a click away with Express Wellness Urgent Care's online check-in. Visit expresswellnessurgentcare.com and choose a time that works for you. Open 7 days a week with extended hours. Express Wellness Urgent Care is here to serve you on White Oak Boulevard in Dodge City.
Your health means everything. And every minute matters when an emergency puts your health at risk. That's why it's essential to get the care you need as soon as possible. The emergency department at Western Plains Medical Complex is ready, providing you quality care with the peace of mind of a certified chest pain center. Don't make your health wait. Get to the hospital. Western Plains Medical Complex. Learn more at westernplainsmc.com. A BioGuard pool is clearly the work of experts. You can be an expert with a good system that delivers clarity, convenience, and confidence. All of BioGuard's comprehensive pool care systems put the pleasure back in your pool with premium products that cover everything from sanitizers and shocks to algicides and balancers. Simple to follow and easy to maintain. That's what makes a BioGuard system. Visit Austin Pool in Dodge City or Garden City to learn about the right system for your pool and become the clear expert in your neighborhood.
Ty Walton leads off the bottom of the third for the Dodge City A's here at Cavalier Field, along with Justin Hergert, Sean Boston at the ballpark. First pitch to Walton is swung on, driven high and deep to left field. It's going, and this ball is gone. Ty Walton leaves the yard on the first pitch he sees to start the bottom of the third. He singled on the first pitch he saw in the first, and now homers on the first pitch he sees in the third. And it's a 2-0 A's lead here at Cavalier Field. For Ty Walton, that is home run number 3 and his 12th run driven in of the summer. That wind blowing kind of in and maybe even crossed to left really did not affect that baseball at all. That was hit right on the middle of that barrel.
Yeah, that ball was stung.
So Ty Walton 2 for 2 here tonight. Pitch to Brad Stone. Misses, and it's 2-0. Stone flew out to center his first time up, and if you remember, all the way back in the first, that was a pitch that was sent to left center, and Schoenfeld made that diving catch, that terrific catch in left center to rob Stone of a hit. Pitch is inside, it's 3-1. A's lead it 2-0 here as we play in the home half of the third. 3-1 from Westbrooks. Ground ball to short. It is fielded there by Proct. His throw to first is in time to retire Brad Stone for the first out here in the third. Doyle Kane singled that high chopper over the pitcher's mound back in the first, and he comes to the plate the second time tonight. First pitch, swinging, ground ball to second. Messino scoops and throws over to first for out over 2. Couple of ground outs after that long ball off the bat of Ty Walton.
Now up to DH number 5, Artie Ramirez.
Ramirez flew out to right, back of the first to get his parents here. Got here earlier this afternoon. Flew into Wichita, made the drive over. It's always interesting, Justin, kind of hearing their story, especially from everybody from California. And again, this team is 90% Californians. And just hearing what they have to say, what their initial reactions are to Kansas and to Dodge City in particular. One thing that a lot of them say is just how flat it is, and you can see for miles. Here's a big swing and a miss, and it's 0-2. And also, they were talking about, or wanted to rather, they were talking about the drive from Eisenhower National in Wichita here to Dodge City. It's basically you get on 400 right on Kellogg, which is right near the airport, and you just come straight west from there.
Exactly.
And you end up in the southeast portion of Dodge City.
You know, I was listening earlier in the season as some of these guys came in, and they were talking, about how they got on the charter bus, and it was a nice bus, and, they really didn't have
Back to the concession stand, please.
long drives. Like, for them, 45 minutes was a long drive.
And they're also amazed by the thunderstorms.
And we were talking about that too. Matt Mandeville had never seen a thunderstorm, and then we've had our fair share so far.
There's a chance later on this week in Wichita. I was looking. Here's a swing and a miss, and Ramirez goes down on strikes. Second punch out of the game for Clay Westbrooks, and we have played 3. The A's now lead at 2-0 thanks to the long ball off the bats of Ty Walton. We played 3 in D.C.
Dodge City Red Demons has a long tradition. Family Practice Associates has been here for 38 years supporting and treating Red Demon athletes. We're the oldest independent medical practice in Dodge City with Dr. Presley, Dr. Trotter, Joanne Schaefer, ARNP, and Ryan Tyree, PA. We are here for your healthcare needs. We have in-house x-ray and lab. We have in-house counseling. For comprehensive healthcare, think Family Practice Associates of Western Kansas and call 225-1650.
It's a myth those people feeling suicidal don't warn anyone. Most will give clues or even talk about it when asked. If you're worried about someone, talk to them right away. And there's help, like the National Suicide Prevention Lifeline at 1-800-273-TALK. Warning signs can save a life. Learn about them at mattersks.org. Brought to you by Glenn Curbs Law Firm.
Kelly Hendricks DDS is like the utility player of dentistry. They can do it all from cleanings, root canals, fillings, preventative care to orthodontics, comprehensive family dentistry from infants to adults. Located at 100 Ross Boulevard, Building 2, Suite C, Dodge City. They're open 7:30 a.m. to 5:30 p.m. Monday through Thursday. Make an appointment today by calling 225-6555. Serving the Dodge City community for over 30 years. Kelly Hendricks DDS. Wear a smile. You can see a mile.
Wearing the right work boots can make all the difference in your day. And at Long's, they've assembled the best selection of brands, styles, and sizes in this area. Choose from Ariat, Red Wing, Justin, Tony Lama, Twisted X, Wolverine, Dan Post, and Laredo. All discount priced every day. They've got the style that is suited best for the job you do. Plus the largest selection of ladies, steel, and safety toe boots in this area. So come into Long's and see why they've been selling the best brands in Southwest Kansas for over 50 years. Open Monday through Friday, 9 to 8:30, Saturday 9 to 6, and Sunday 1 till 6.
Top of the 4th inning, Cavalier Field in Dodge City. A's leading 2-0. Pitch misses. It's 2-0. Here to Trip Clark as a hitter for the Kansas Canids, hitting in the cleanup spots. Clark flew out to center, back of the first. Pitch here is fouled back and out of the play. It's 2-1. Justin, there's so many guys that have went through the Jayhawk conference in everything playing here in Kansas during the summer. Especially look at the traditions of the teams such as Liberal BJs, the Hayes Larks. The Dodge City A's now have Tim Anderson, who played here at Dodge, starting shortstop for the Chicago White Sox. There's so many guys that have been through the state of Kansas in the summers that have gone on to have really successful careers in Major League Baseball. A hard ground ball through the middle, and Clark's aboard with the leadoff single here in the 4th. What I'm getting at is the 5th overall pick in tonight's Major League Baseball draft, Colton Cowser, played at Sam Houston State, former Hutchinson Monarch. The 5th overall pick here in the 2021 MLB draft tonight.
And Sean, we talked about it a little bit last night, not necessarily of the MLB portion of this, but these guys come out here, and this is an opportunity for them to continue to hone their skills and build up their abilities and go home and play better baseball.
Yeah. A lot of them, they see a lot of different competition. Some of these guys, you're never going to see. Some of these guys you are playing against this summer. You might not know anything about them, but you might remember their name or something like that. And here in a few years, you might see them in the minor leagues or something like that. There's a lot of talent that comes here through this league and also through the Sunflower League now.
And here's another one for you, Sean. And you wouldn't have been around when this one happened, but Casey Opitz was a catcher for us a couple of years ago. Actually, one of the main catchers for the Arkansas Razorbacks. So, we do get some high-level talent that comes through these programs, and it resonates through even as you see the camps that we do and the bonding opportunities that happens, especially even through the host family program.
Brodell with a beautiful pitch. Curveball just went right over the plate to get Stevenson Reynolds out on strikes, and that is a third punch out of the night for Brodell. Again, he started the game, the first couple of innings, he had 2 walks, no strikeouts. Since then, 3 strikeouts and no walks. So he's definitely got his command down, and really his command wasn't bad. If I recall, the first walk was on a full count, and I believe the second one was as well. And they were pretty good pitches and locations. They weren't obvious, 4 straight balls out of the zone. 1-0 here to Carson Prock, the shortstop for the Kansas Canids. The pitch is up and in, a little chin music, 2-0.
Indeed, and Brodell, we're at 58 pitches right now, and 37 of those have been strikes. So, we're moving right along here in the top of the 4th inning. You can't say that it's a bad performance because it's not.
2 balls, no strikes. The pitch is swung on and missed. And it's 2-1. The Cannons atop of the Walter Johnson League. And they've got a 2.5 game lead over Park City. Team we will see on, Tuesday night, correct? Yeah, Tuesday night.
Correct. We'll see them Tuesday night.
2-1. Another swing and a miss, and it's 2-2. Yeah, the Cannons 12-3 in the Walter Johnson division. Park City Rangers 2.5 games back from them. And then the Wellington in that 3 spot. And the Midwest Moves, another team we'll see for the first time this season. We'll see them on a Wednesday. And then the McPherson Pipeliners in the cellar of the Walter Johnson. Pitch gets away from Olaso, and he'll feel it turn and fire down to second, but in the second is Trip Clark on a pass ball. So full count. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Here in the top of inning number 4. Brodell set, takes a look back at seconds, comes home, and is fouled out of play. Again, this will be more than likely the final start we'll see of Brodell this summer. There is a chance, since the A's are playing so many games in a row, there is a chance that we could see him on Friday night against the Pipeliners, that opener. But he will leave on Saturday. He'll be gone for the remainder of the summer. 3-2. Pitch home, up and in. Ball 4. And Justin, just when we were talking about, he has been able to kind of get in a groove and get some strikeouts and not walk anybody, but that was another 3-2 pitch. So, props to the Cannons hitters as they are making Brodell work his pitch count up. They're not shying away. First and second, 1 out. A's would love another ground ball double play to end the inning. The first pitch thrown to Shively is foul tipped into Olaso's glove. Carson Shively, the left fielder, grounded into a fielder's choice. Actually reached in on a fielder's choice back at the first, and then he was out on that 5-4-3 inning-ending double play. Here's a ground ball to short. Fielded by Ariano. Scoop to second for 1. Throw to first is not in time. It pulled off Doyle Kane a little bit wide left of that first base bag, but the A's about a couple of inches away from turning another inning-ending double play. So Proct is out at second. Shively again reaches on the fielder's choice. And for the second time in as many at-bats, Shively has reached on a fielder's choice, but he has gotten his teammate Carson Proct out at second base on the force out. And that goes 6-4. But Clark to third, so runners to the corners, 2 outs in the top of the fourth. Brodell out of the stretch. First pitch is in there for strike one. Brodell trying to get out of the inning. Ground ball to second. Nice diving stop there by Stone. He'll scoop to Ariana, who's covering the second base bag, and the inning is over. Brad Stone had a range to his right, fielded off the turf on a hop, and was able to flip it over to his teammates. He'll go 4-6 on the fourth down to end the top of the fourth. It's still a 2-0 A's lead.
Central Kansas Bone and Joint Center, we feel your pain, and then we fix it. Heel pain is extremely common. Dr. Scott Gordon, podiatrist, specializes in the resolution of heel pain, diabetic foot and wound conditions, corrective foot and ankle surgery, and successful alternative treatments for most lower extremity pain. South Central Kansas Bone and Joint Center, Pratt, Dodge City, and Liberal.
Sneezing, coughing, runny nose, and fever have you feeling down? Find the relief you need at the time that fits your schedule at Express Wellness Urgent Care in Dodge City. Now from any device, your healthcare visit is just a click away with Express Wellness Urgent Care's online check-in. Visit expresswellnessurgentcare.com and choose a time that works for you. Open 7 days a week with extended hours. Express Wellness Urgent Care is here to serve you on White Oak Boulevard in Dodge City.
Hey, Demon fans. Hey, Conquistador fans. It's game time. I Don't Care Family Restaurant Sports Bar wants you to fuel up before the big game. Stop in before the game for tasty hamburgers, sandwiches, tacos, and more. Plus the coldest beer in town. Then when the game's over, stop back in for the late night menu, including calf fries, wings, nachos, pretzels, and more. Plus Friday and Saturday night, it's free pool and darts, 10 p.m. to midnight. Dodge City sports fans, they've got you covered at I Don't Care Family Restaurant and Sports Bar, 1510 West Spruce, Dodge City.
Back at Cavalier Field in Dodge City, along with Justin Hergert, Sean Boston, just after the 8 o'clock hour here in Southwest Kansas. And the A's holding on to a 2-0 lead over the Kansas Cannons. Cannons have threatened basically in every inning, but Rob Brodell has been really good on the mound and has been able to escape with nothing to show for on the scoreboard. The first pitch to Lovato is up high for ball one. Lovato struck out looking back at the second to lead off the second inning, and he will lead off now the fourth. And the 1-0 misses away and low for ball two. Lovato again hitting .283 on the season, and he fouls this out of play. Off and towards the field beyond the right side. Sun still shining. The wind is again blowing in from center field. 2-1. Misses low to Lovato. It's 3-1. The A's so far 2 runs on 4 hits, no errors. Cannons, no runs, 3 hits, and 2 errors. A 3-1. Swung on, sent to right field, and the right fielder is back in. Cale Blasey makes the catch just shy of the warning track in right field. That ball carried a little bit more than I thought it was.
It definitely carried better than what we've seen so far.
Brings up Gabe Irwin, who reached on an error, came around to score the first run of the ball game. Also on an error. First pitch to Gabe is away for ball one. Final game of this 3-game series. Doubleheader last night. Each team won 1 game apiece. Inside corner on the fastball, catches the strike zone, and it's 1-1. The A's again won the opener 5-3. Cannons came back and won 5-3 as well in that second game. 1-1. Outside corner of the side, but it's now 1-2. Irwin on the year, 237 at the plate. Swings and misses at the 1-2 offering. And that is strikeout number 3 of the night for the right-hander Clay Westbrooks.
Catcher, number 30, Makana Olaso.
Makana Olaso singled to left field back in the second inning on that line drive. No action in either bullpen. Both pitchers, again, have really good numbers coming into this one. Pitch misses away, 1-0. Again, Clay Westbrooks making his 7th appearance of the season in his 6th start. He is 1-0, just one decision in his 6 outings prior to tonight. Through 28 innings, a 0.64 earned run average. Now that is obviously going to go up with the 2 runs here tonight. Pitch is ground ball. It's going to be a nice diving stop at the shortstop. Long throw to first in time. What a play there by Carson Prock, showing off his leather as he gloves it on a dive to his backhand side to the right side between the 5-6 hole. He's able to snag it and get out to Olaso for the 3rd out. It is a 1-2-3 4th inning. The A's still holding on to a 2-0 lead through 4 completes.
Your health means everything. And every minute matters when an emergency puts your health at risk. That's why it's essential to get the care you need as soon as possible. The emergency department at Western Plains Medical Complex is ready, providing you quality care with the peace of mind of a certified chest pain center. Don't make your health wait. Get to the hospital. Western Plains Medical Complex. Learn more at westernplainsmc.com. A BioGuard pool is clearly the work of experts. You can be an expert with a good system that delivers clarity, convenience, and confidence. All of BioGuard's comprehensive pool care systems put the pleasure back in your pool with premium products that cover everything from sanitizers and shocks to algicides and balancers. Simple to follow and easy to maintain. That's what makes a BioGuard system. Visit Austin Pool in Dodge City or Garden City to learn about the right system for your pool and become the clear expert in your neighborhood.
Top of the 5th here at Cavalier Field in Dodge City. Dodge City A's with a 2-0 lead against the Kansas Cannons here at Cavalier Field, as Rob Brodell back out on the mound for his 5th inning of work. Justin, what is he at pitch-wise now?
67. 46, 44 for strikes.
44 of the 67, 66% strike rate. Brodell, 3 strikeouts, 3 walks to his name tonight. Again, he came in with a 4-to-1 strikeout to walk ratio, 24 strikeouts, 6 walks coming in. Now the number's at 27 and 9. Now 3-to-1. Leading off the top of the 5th here for the Kansas Cannons will be the 9-hole hitter, Charles Massino. He grounded out, he struck out back in the 3rd inning.
Number 17, second baseman Charles Massino.
Massino hits from the left side. First pitch misses down and away. Brodell out of the windup. Fastball outside corner, 1-1. Got a defense, Irwin in left, Graber in center, Walton in right field. Lovano at 3rd, Ariano at short, Stone at second base, and Doyle Kane over at 1st. Pitch is fouled out of play left side, 1-2. And Makana Olaso is catching Rob Brodell. A's back home again next weekend, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, for a 3-game series with McPherson Pipeliners. First time we will see them. The 1-2 missed outside. The count even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Brodell winds and delivers. Pitch is swung on, hit high in the air, left side of the infield, and Lovato camps underneath it and makes the catch for out number 1. Back to the top of the order, Paul Schoenfeld, the center fielder. Steps in. He is 1 for 2, a ground out and a single.
Out number 21, Paul Schoenfeld.
Along with Justin Hergert, I'm Sean Boston. Here at Cavalier Field in Dodge City. First pitch misses well outside of the zone. Outfield straight up. Doyle Kane playing well behind that first base back. The 1-0 is a called strike, and it is 1-1. Canids have stranded 5 base runners. They have stranded at least one in every inning tonight through the first 4. Had at least one hit, or they've had one hit in each of the past 3 innings. 2-1. Lofted in left field. Irwin back he goes. He reaches up and makes the catch. Or did he not?
No, he missed it.
It looked like he.
Oh, maybe he did catch it.
Yeah, he did catch it. It was not the prettiest. Phil Stevenson in the booth. Yeah, Phil, you want to? We'll let you put on the headset real quick. How's your summer going? Looks like you got a little goatee growing there.
I lost my razor. That's how that works.
Okay. First pitch misses well outside. That's just a bit outside from Brodell.
Nuclear loose right there. Nope, just spending the summer right now, getting the house ready to put it on the market to sell, and getting ready for a wedding. My daughter Ashley's getting married in September, and got to get with you on what's going to go on with football.
It's hard to believe we are in the middle portions of July, and we're going to be having football here coming up in just over a month.
Yeah, seems that way, doesn't it?
1-1 the count from Brodell to Cale Blasey. And Phil, you had a chance to coach Cale Blasey, and grounder right back to Brodell. He'll throw it to first. Well, didn't have much time to talk about Cale Blasey there, but
we can do that when we come back.
Yeah, we can do that right after that. Is Brodell works a 1-2-3 fifth through 4.5. It's still Dodge City 2 and the Kansas Cannons 0.
Dodge City Red Demons has a long tradition. Family Practice Associates has been here for 38 years supporting and treating Red Demon athletes. We're the oldest independent medical practice in Dodge City with Dr. Presley, Dr. Trotter, Joanne Schaefer, ARNP, and Ryan Tyree, PA. We are here for your healthcare needs. We have in-house x-ray and lab. We have in-house counseling. For comprehensive healthcare, think Family Practice Associates of Western Kansas and call 225-1650.
It's a myth those people feeling suicidal don't warn anyone. Most will give clues or even talk about it when asked. If you're worried about someone, talk to them right away. And there's help, like the National Suicide Prevention Lifeline at 1-800-273-TALK. Warning signs can save a life. Learn about them at mattersks.org. Brought to you by Glenn Curbs Law Firm.
Kelly Hendricks DDS is like the utility player of dentistry. They can do it all from cleanings, root canals, fillings, preventative care to orthodontics, comprehensive family dentistry from infants to adults. Located at 100 Ross Boulevard, Building 2, Suite C, Dodge City. They're open 7:30 a.m. to 5:30 p.m. Monday through Thursday. Make an appointment today by calling 225-6555. Serving the Dodge City community for over 30 years. Kelly Hendricks DDS. Wear a smile, you can see a mile.
Carlos Ariano to lead off the bottom of the 5th inning here at Cavalier Field in Dodge City. Sean Boston with you, joined by Phil Stevenson, the legend himself, joining us here. And Phil, we were just talking about Cale Blasey, as he, of course, grounded out on one pitch in the top half of the 5th, but you were able to coach him here at Dodge City Community College, and we saw his arm strength back in the first inning. He gunned down Ty Walton. He made the catch and right, and then was able to throw out Ty Walton, who's trying to go from second to third. And I'm sure you've seen his arm strength out there.
Well, Cale's a quality outfielder and a better kid, and has been a good player for Dodge City Community College and for me for a couple of years. And with the stuff going on with COVID, it's just getting tougher and tougher for guys that were coming out to find places to go. And he's kind of in that situation right now. He just can't find an opportunity that's a good fit for him yet. And he may end up, back here again this next fall.
1-2 now the count here to Carlos Ariano. As Westbrooks continues to work, the 1-2 swung on and hit high in the air to center field. Schoenfeld back he goes. It's going to one-hop off the fence, and he tumbles there. And Ariano around second, a wide turn. He'll retreat back there with a leadoff double. That ball was well struck out there to left center field. Phil, it's not very often you see the wind coming in from the north here this summer.
This is why you and I work so well together, because I was just getting ready to bring that up, that last night the wind was blowing harder out of the north. Tonight it's a little bit out of the kind of a north-northeast wind, and you got to strike the ball well to get the ball over outfielders' heads when the wind's blowing in like that. And but, yeah, it is a rare night in the summertime. Usually it's accompanied by rain, but that hasn't happened the last 2 nights.
Brett Graber, the 9-hole hitter, to the plate. He popped out to first, his first time up, shows bunt here, lays down a great bunt, fielded by the pitcher. Throw to first is going to be off of the first baseman, and then off of Graber, and Karam's in the right field. It's going to score Ariano, and Graber, the heads-up base running, slides in safely to second base.
Well, the pitcher's throw ended up pulling the first baseman into the baseline, and he caught it. At the same time, the runner hit his glove, and ball flies out into right field. Good small ball by the A's there to pick up a run.
Well, up the right fielder number 3, Ty Walton.
And I know, Phil, you're also housing a player this summer, Gabe Ramos. What's it been like to be able to talk some baseball with a young and upcoming guy that really is a utility guy? He can do a little bit of everything.
Well, he hadn't gotten a lot of opportunity to play. I think he has 11 or 12 at-bats on the season. But he has been really good off the mound from the left side. Ironically, his glove broke about a week and a half ago, and so I dug a glove out of the archives that's been in a bag of mine probably for 25 or 30 years and gave it to him to use because we're both left-handed. He pitched with it last night and got a save.
How about that? Oh, the 0-1 is tapped foul back to the backstop from Ty Walton.
Well, he's been a great kid, number one. He just signed with Colorado Christian. He's leaving his school in California and going there. And I think they're getting an excellent student, number one. They're getting an excellent kid. They're getting a really good ball player as well.
0-2 here from Westbrooks to Ty Walton. A long pause for Westbrooks on top of the mound. Graber gets his lead at second. The pitch home, grounded softly over to the third base side. It is in foul ground. So it remains 0-2 here to Ty Walton. Those of you that don't know, Phil Stevenson, all-time hits leader in his career in college baseball history. And, Phil, that's something that you're probably going to have for the rest of your life.
I think there's 5 records that nobody's going to touch.
Because of the amount of games that you used to play back then, and now that they don't play.
They don't get to play as many games now. And part of it, too, is that the level of competition across college baseball has improved dramatically, especially in the last 10, 15 years.
0-2, again, fouled back and out of play.
But, yeah, I still have hits, runs, stolen bases. And those are career records.
Yep.
There's 2 others, and I'm drawing a blank right now. My doubles one got beat. I might still have the RBI record. I had quite a few. We'd have to pull it up on the internet.
You would.
It's been a while since I've even looked them up. So,
0-2 ground ball. This is going to be another diving stop by Prock. The shortstop throws the first, is not in time. Infield hit for Ty Walton. Carson Prock has shown off his range over there at shortstop. A couple of diving stops to his backhand side. That time the speed of Ty Walton got him to first safely.
He's a good player. Plays at Barton County and obviously had some good success against us this past year. And It's a quality shortstop. We tried to recruit him, tried to get him to come here to Dodge, but he ended up going to Barton.
Phil, what's it like? I know you spent some time in your professional career in California to see this team made basically of 95% of Californians.
Well, I think it has to do with the manager, number one, Tony, and then number two, the David, and his last name escapes me right now, who's kind of Flores, who's acting as the main recruiter. And that's where those two guys are based out of, and that's where they're familiar with players, and that's where they get the majority of them from. And if those, it's tough to find kids that are willing to come to Dodge City sometimes, not only in the summertime, but also in school ball. But, what they're finding out is there's been a lot of situations where guys get here and you realize how nice it is and how well they're treated and how good the organization is and all those things that go with it. And a lot of times they want to come back for a second year. But, that doesn't surprise me at all if they've got that many guys from California, because it's just the area that they're most familiar with.
0-2 here to Brad Stone. First baseman Reynolds is in front of the base path. Third baseman Beal kind of angled so he can see the runner at second and also the plates. And a swing and a miss, and Brad Stone goes down on strikes. The fourth strikeout of the ninth thrown by Clay Westbrooks.
Well, two failed attempts to try to sacrifice the runners over, and those are situations you've got to be able to execute and get the ball down in the right spot, move those guys up, give the RBI guys a chance to drive people in.
Doyle Kane now the hitter. He is 1 for 2, a single and a ground out. First pitch is popped up in the air. It's going to be an infield fly. And there's the call. So there are 2 outs in the inning.
Yeah, I've dealt with that once this year. Of that not being called. Spent the rest of the last 3.5 innings of the ball game watching on the internet. So, but when you're right, you're right. Sometimes you got to defend the situation, and I will say this: I earned my ejection.
Artie Ramirez, the hitter, he is 0 for 2, a fly out and a strikeout. Runners at first and second, 2 outs. The A's leading 3-0 here in the bottom of the 5th. But the A's have had 2 runners on base with nobody out, but back-to-back outs, a strikeout and a pop-out here for Clay Westbrooks, and he would love to get out of this with no more damage done.
Has Liberal lost a league game yet?
1.
Finally, somebody got him.
They're 12-1 now in the league. Throw back to first, and is going to hit Ty Walton. And unfortunately for him, it went off the outer part of his right leg and came back towards the field of play. It's not very often you see that, especially when the first baseman's playing that far behind the bag that you try a
Well, usually it's a communication between the first baseman and the catcher that they want to try to pick the guy off, and especially when you got players coaching first base. But looked like the first baseman just got a late start getting over there and wasn't in front of the bag to catch a throw that was a little bit up the line.
Ground ball to Proctor, short field, throws to first and is low, but dug up there nicely by Reynolds. So the A's get a leadoff double from Carlos Arellano. He comes around to score. Next 2 batters reach as well, but 3 consecutive hitters are retired. We have played 5 complete. The A's lead it 3-0.
Runny nose and fever have you feeling down? Find the relief you need at the time that fits your schedule at Express Wellness Urgent Care in Dodge City. Now from any device, your healthcare visit is just a click away with Express Wellness Urgent Care's online check-in. Visit expresswellnessurgentcare.com and choose a time that works for you. Open 7 days a week with extended hours. Express Wellness Urgent Care is here to serve you on White Oak Boulevard in Dodge City.
Wearing the right work boot can make all the difference in your day. And at Long's, they've assembled the best selection of brands, styles, and sizes in this area. Choose from Ariat, Red Wing, Justin, Tony Lama, Twisted X, Wolverine, Dan Post, and Laredo. All discount priced every day. They've got the style that is suited best for the job you do. Plus the largest selection of ladies, steel, and safety toe boots in this area. So come into Long's and see why they've been selling the best brands in Southwest Kansas for over 50 years. Open Monday through Friday, 9 to 8:30, Saturday 9 to 6, and Sunday 1 till 6.
A BioGuard pool is clearly the work of experts. You can be an expert with a good system that delivers clarity, convenience, and confidence. All of BioGuard's comprehensive pool care systems put the pleasure back in your pool with premium products that cover everything from sanitizers and shocks to algicides and balancers. Simple to follow and easy to maintain. That's what makes a BioGuard system. Visit Austin Pool in Dodge City or Garden City to learn about the right system for your pool and become the clear expert in your neighborhood.
At South Central Kansas Bone and Joint Center, we feel your pain, and then we fix it. Heel pain is extremely common. Dr. Scott Gordon, podiatrist, specializes in the resolution of heel pain, diabetic foot and wound conditions, corrective foot and ankle surgery, and successful alternative treatments for most lower extremity pain. South Central Kansas Bone and Joint Center, Pratt, Dodge City, and Liberal.
Top of the sixth inning here at Cavalier Field in Dodge. The A's scratch across another run in the bottom of the fifth, and they lead 3-0. Miles Beal, the third baseman, leads off the sixth for the Kansas Cannons. First pitch to him was a strike. And now it's 1-1 after that pitch misses outside from Brodell. No action in either bullpen. The Cannons have a couple of guys kind of just standing around at first base side, but nothing actively going on. I was just talking about we're ready to get back to the Augusta, Wichita area rather than being out here. 2-1. Pitch outside, and it's now 3 balls and 1 strike. Beal is walked and grounded out.
You know, Sean, you were talking a little bit ago about the return of fall sports. I spent part of my afternoon scheduling vehicles for fall.
It's crazy how the summer just kind of goes by the wayside, especially when we're busy every day. Here's a called strike 3, and Beal thought he was getting a free pass. Instead, he gets a free pass to the dugouts. On a strikeout, the 4th of the night thrown by Brodell.
Next up, the DH, number 15.
You know, another sure sign of that is, you know, we've actually had students moving back on campus already.
Yeah, football players moved in, a week ago now?
A week ago now. They're still moving some people in. I heard some of the men's basketball teams already back on campus. So, you know, a sure sign fall's coming.
Batter down Trip Clark. He singled his last at-bat, and ground ball to third, scooped up by Lovato. Throws over to first, and nicely done. It will be a 5-3 putout. 2 up and 2 down for the Cannons here at the top of the 6th. Along with Justin Hergert, I'm Sean Boston. We were joined just a little bit ago, last inning or so, by Phil Stevenson. And you're out in the California area. Spent some time with the Padres. Phil Stevenson, you mentioned he holds several records in college baseball history. Played at Wichita State. His brother, the legendary Gene Stevenson, was part of the 1989 Wichita State National Championship team. He was the head coach for the Shockers for several years. 1-1 here to Stevenson Reynolds. But Phil Stevenson, the host dad, I guess what you want to call him, a host dad to Gabe Ramos.
Mm-hmm. And, you know, if you ever get a chance to sit around and listen to Phil, that man has a lot of history and a lot of knowledge that, as I would take bus rides, it's always fun to sit back and listen to all the little antics and stories that he's got to tell.
Absolutely. And, about his time wherever, in minor league ball, and just kind of talking about that, and professional as well, or in major league, ground or a fly ball to right, gets underneath the glove of Ty Walton. I thought it was going to skip further away from Ty than it did, but he must have gotten the glove on it that it kind of deadened the baseball. But it's a hit out to right field for Reynolds. His second knock to right tonight.
Now at shortstop number 1, Carson Crock.
Carson Prock, the hitter. And, man, he has been fun to watch over at shortstop tonight. First pitch is up high. Prock, 2 plate appearances tonight. He has walked both of those times up. Pitch is sent to right field. Walton back on his horse, and just shy of the track, he is able to reach up and haul in for the third out. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and 1 runner left on base. We have played 5.5. The A's still with a 3-0 lead here with the Kansas Cannons.
Fans, hey Conquistador fans, it's game time. I Don't Care Family Restaurant and Sports Bar wants you to fuel up before the big game. Stop in before the game for tasty hamburgers, sandwiches, tacos, and more. Plus the coldest beer in town. Then when the game's over, stop back in for the late night menu, including calf fries, wings, nachos, pretzels, and more. Plus Friday and Saturday night, it's free pool and darts, 10 p.m. to midnight. Dodge City sports fans, they've got you covered at I Don't Care Family Restaurant and Sports Bar, 1510 West Spruce, Dodge City.
Dodge City Red Demons has a long tradition. Family Practice Associates has been here for 38 years supporting and treating Red Demon athletes. We're the oldest independent medical practice in Dodge City. Dr. Presley, Dr. Trotter, Joanne
Michael
Schaefer,
Sears
ARNP, and Ryan Tyree, PA. We are here for your health care needs. We have in-house x-ray and lab. We have in-house counseling. For comprehensive health care, think Family Practice Associates of Western Kansas and call 225-1650.
Your health means everything. And every minute matters when an emergency puts your health at risk. That's why it's essential to get the care you need as soon as possible. The emergency department at Western Plains Medical Complex is ready, providing you quality care with the peace of mind of a certified chest pain center. Don't make your health wait. Get to the hospital. Western Plains Medical Complex. Learn more at westernplainsmc.com.
Kelly Hendricks DDS is like the utility player of dentistry. They can do it all from cleanings, root canals, fillings, preventative care to orthodontics,
So he took over for the other
family
Reynolds?
dentistry from infants to adults. Located at 100 Ross Boulevard, Building 2, Suite C, Dodge City. They're open 7:30 a.m. to 5:30 p.m. Monday through Thursday. Make an appointment today by calling 225-6555. Serving the Dodge City community for over 30 years. Kelly Hendricks DDS. Wear a smile, you can see a mile.
Albert Lovato to the plate. Man, it feels like every time we come back from an inning, Justin, Albert Lovato is leading off the inning. It's either him or Ty Walton.
That's been true for the last several innings, Sean.
Look back, and Lovato led off the second inning, led off the fourth, and now will lead off the sixth. All 3 of his at-bats tonight he has led off the inning with.
And Ty Walton led off the first and the third.
Yep. What a time. 1-1. Pitch is up high to Lovato. New pitcher on the mound is Michael Sears. 7th appearance for him. 6th out of the bullpen. Get you his numbers here in just a minute. The 2-1 to Lovato. Inside corner for strike 2. Sears, the left-hander, has pitched in 7 innings. Giving him 9 hits, 15 runs, 14 earned, 18.00 earned run average. Pitch is lined to right field, and Blasey on his horse and makes a diving catch. Cale Blasey showing off his leather. He's already showed off his arm. And now this time, with a terrific diving catch in right field. That's his second diving grab tonight by the Cannons outfielders. But Sears has struck out 8, walked 12. In 7 innings, he has given up 2 home runs. Breaking ball inside corner. Strike 1.
Maybe the A's can add to that tally tonight.
0-1. Here to Gabe Irwin. This guy would love a base knock, and it's 0-2. Here to Irwin. Gabe reached on an error and struck out. No balls, 2 strikes. Sears works from the third base side of the rubber. The tall lefty kicks and fires down and low. We're down off the turf, and it's now 1 ball and 2 strikes. Sears has also hit 4 batters. It is 7 innings of work. 187 pitches thrown, 94 of those were balls, 93 strikes. One ball, 2 strikes, and 1 out. Sears brings the pitch home. Ground ball to the third base side, and is going to be scooped up there by Proct, and he almost made a Derek Jeter-esque play. A little jump throw. He was thinking about it, but looked over, and when he was halfway up in the air, decided I better not throw this one because there was no chance of getting Irwin. So Gabe Irwin aboard for the second time tonight. Sears set down the stretch. Pitch is up high to Alasso. One to 0. Pitch up high to Alasso. Now 2 balls and no strikes. Beautiful night here at Cavalier Field. Sun starting to set to the west. Sears a long pause. Raises that right leg. Brings home a pitch. It's a swing and a miss from Olasso, and it's 2 balls and 1 strike. Gabe Irwin, the lead over at first. Sears checks over on him and comes home. Pitch is swung on, hit well to left field. This is going back, and it's off the scoreboard. Makano Alasso goes deep, and the A's lead it 5-0. As Alasso will touch them all. His first home run with the A's. It's a 5-0 lead for Dodge at the bottom of the 6th. That ball was crushed. Second long ball tonight for the A's. Ty Walton left the yard in the 3rd. And now Makana Olasso here in the 6th. Not bad for a guy that just graduated high school. And what were we saying, Justin, a few minutes ago about Sears, prone to the long ball, giving up the long ball? As his 3rd home run given up. And now 7 1/3 inning.
Oops. Definitely probably not the way he envisioned that one going.
So Alasso with the 2-run home run, extending on the lead. It's the first time the A's have put up more than 1 run in an inning. Solo run the 2nd, 3rd, and 5th. And 2 here in the 6th. The 3-0 pitch is just catches his own to Ariano. It's now 3-1. Pitch home. Ball 4. That's another thing that I mentioned that Sears has struggled with this season is walking. That's his 13th free pass in 7 1/3 inning. Almost 2 walks an inning.
We'll take it.
That's the first walk issued by the Canads pitching staff tonight. Sears delivers a breaking ball in there for strike 1 to Brent Graber. Graber is popped out and reached out of air. Nothing in 1. The pitch home. Inside as Hanks to his left makes the catch before he gets away from him. 1-1. Runner takes off. Ariano is Graber with a bat flip, a little shimmy as he watches this one leave the yard well out of here in left field. It's a home run derby. It's 7-0. Dodge City. As Brent Graber will touch them all. How about that for your 9-hole hitter? His first home run of the summer as well. I think it's the first time, Justin, we've seen a little bat flip out of an A's hitter. But
indeed,
that might be, that ball was just crushed right off the bat. And, that was definitely a no-doubter. And, most of the home runs have kind of been questionable. They look good, but you don't know until right when it goes over the fence. But that one, there was no question asked about that whatsoever.
And, the wind has calmed down tonight, so the home runs that we're seeing right now are pure power.
Yeah. And, folks, we mentioned the wind is, if anything, is blowing in a little bit in towards the third base bag. So it's not the wind is blowing out like normal. Ground ball to third, scooped out by Beal. He'll throw it across the diamond and it's dropped by the first baseman. That is going to be an error on Reynolds. Wade Reynolds, who just came in the game for Stevenson Reynolds over at first base, drops it on a really good thrown ball by Beal, the third baseman.
Now up number 4, Hunter Durow.
And Hunter Durow will pinch hit here for Brad Stone. So Walton aboard for the 4th time tonight. He has reached in all 4 plate appearances. First pitch to Durow is up high.
And if right now, Sean, if you look over at the Cannons dugout, you can't help but feel that there's not a whole lot of life over there, and they're just trying to get out of this any way they can.
Swing and a miss. Durow was looking to send that ball out of here. So Durow pinch hitting for Stone. Here in the 6th. Stone went 0 for 3, a fly out, a ground out, and a strikeout. Here's the throw over, and Walton back in easily. Sears has given up 2 home runs here in this inning. Pitch home. Inside corner for strike 2. And there's still just 1 out in the inning. Long pause here for Sears. And now he throws home, and it's going to be a balk. They'll call a balk, and it will send Walton. He was already off right when Sears took a long pause. And Walton, who reached on air, now reaches second base on the balk. So we'll try the 1-2 pitch. Pitch home, up high, and it's now 2-2. Hunter DeRoe, the hitter, pinch hitting here for Brad Stone. DeRoe in the year 311. Ground ball. Proct fields it to his right, now throws high, but it is this time caught by Reynolds over at first base. He had to make sure he looked in his glove to make sure he did not drop a second one in a row. So 6-3 on the put-out for out number 2. Pitch to Doyle Kane. Here's a call strike on the inner third. Doyle has singled, grounded out, and popped out. It is 3 at-bats. 7-0, the A's lead it here in the bottom of the 6th. A 4-run inning, thanks to a 2-run home run from Makana Alasso and a 2-run home run from Brett Graber, both with their first long balls of the summer.
And it looks like should Doyle Kane reach, we're going to have a pinch hitter in Clayton Coates.
There is action in the A's bullpen now. I believe that's Rivero. Andrew Rivero out there. The A's bullpen. Ground ball to third. Backhanded there by Beal. He'll throw across the diamond in time. But that inning could not end quick enough for Michael Sears, the new pitcher. And he is upset with the balk that was called, but it really does not affect anything because Walton did not reach any more than second base. But the A's push across 4 runs on 3 hits and an error. And we have played 6 complete. Dodge City A's 7, the Kansas Cannons 0.
Sneezing, coughing, runny nose, and fever have you feeling down? Find the relief you need at the time that fits your schedule at Express Wellness Urgent Care in Dodge City. Now from any device, your healthcare visit is just a click away with Express Wellness Urgent Care's online check-in. Visit expresswellnessurgentcare.com and choose a time that works for you. Open 7 days a week with extended hours. Express Wellness Urgent Care is here to serve you on White Oak Boulevard in Dodge City.
It's a myth those people feeling suicidal don't warn anyone. Most will give clues or even talk about it when asked. If you're worried about someone, talk to them right away. And there's help, like the National Suicide Prevention Lifeline at 1-800-273-TALK. Warning signs can save a life. Learn about them at mattersks.org. Brought to you by Glenn Curbs Law Firm.
A BioGuard pool is clearly the work of experts. You can be an expert with a good system that delivers clarity, convenience, and confidence. All of BioGuard's comprehensive pool care systems put the pleasure back in your pool with premium products that cover everything from sanitizers and shocks to algicides and balancers. Simple to follow and easy to maintain. That's what makes a BioGuard system. Visit Austin Pool in Dodge City or Garden City to learn about the right system for your pool and become the clear expert in your neighborhood.
Back here at Cavalier Field here in Dodge City. Ground ball in the first pitch, and Mikey Kane, who just came to the game to play shortstop, could not get to that one. A dive to his right, and it's going to get through the 5-6 hole for a hit. Off the bat of Carson Shively. So he's aboard. Leadoff single to start the 7th inning. That is the 5th hit of the ball game and all 5 have been singles. Along with Justin Hergert, I'm Sean Boston here at Cavalier Field. Rob Rodell continuing to work on the mound in his 7th inning of work. Andrew Rivero getting loose out in the A's bullpen. Pitch outside. And it's 1-1. Dodge City with 10 hits on the board. Ground ball to third. Lovato throws to second for 1. DeRose turned back to first in time. 5-4-3. Double play. Second double play turned of the night by the A's defense, and their 48th of the season. That's just kind of the pitcher that Brodell is. He's a ground ball pitcher. Now Charles Lucino, second baseman, to the plate. Fastball outside corner for strike 1. Again, Rob Rodell will be departing Dodge City next Saturday. He expects to get drafted tomorrow. Major League Baseball draft got underway tonight. Just checking. Folks listening on AM 1030, 107.1 FM KBUF. You'll be familiar with Jordan Wicks. He is a stud out of Kansas State. Played for the Wildcats, left-handed pitcher. He just got drafted 21st overall by the Chicago Cubs tonight. We'll pause after that pitch. I think hit Tony Vega in a place that he does not want to be hit, or any man wants to be hit. And now Carlos Arellano going to bring him a cup of water out from the A's dugout. And now Carlos is going to drink it.
Whatever works for you.
Some high-quality H2O that is going back to the dugout with number 2. H2O. Oh, 0-2. The pitch here from Brodell is hit foul and out of play.
Whoever said we don't have fun at the ballpark.
It's a great night, especially when the A's are up 7-0. Play some really good baseball here tonight. Hopefully take this momentum into tomorrow night game at Brent Gould Field in Liberal. Speaking of Liberal, the BJs were playing Park City tonight.
Let me go see if I can find that game.
Seems like the BJs are always playing at home. Brock Kappelman, who broadcaster for the BJs, every time I feel like I see his tweets, they're always at home.
It looks, if this stands as correct, the BJs are leading the Rangers 10-0 in the bottom of the 6th. So that will be a run-ruled game.
It's about to be over. The A's will play those two teams, the Rangers and the BJs, the next 2 days. Liberal tomorrow, then Park City on Tuesday.
Yeah, that is correct. Park City Tuesday, Valley Center Wednesday, and the Moose on Thursday before returning back to the friendly confines of Cavalier.
I'm looking forward to that game against Midwest Moose. I still have not
seen a team
seen,
we haven't seen yet.
I still have not seen their jerseys. What are they wearing? White with the black.
I've seen some insignia that makes them look like Holsteins. I cannot confirm nor deny.
Are they sponsored by? Are they sponsored by Highland Dairy?
I do not know.
Better get some free chocolate milk out of it. They're named the Midwest Moose. 3-2. Back to the backstop, ball 4. So back to the top of the order. See, 4th walk of the night from Brodell. 4 strikeouts to go along with those 4 walks.
Fielder number 21, Paul Schoenfeld.
And you know, Sean, if we can get out of this inning without anything and then tack on 3 more, we might be done.
Pitch is up and away. Ball 1 here to Schoenfeld. Schoenfeld, ground out, fly out to the single. Brodell comes set. Lead over at first from Messino. Showing bunt is Schoenfeld, and he'll pop it foul. Trying to bunt for a base hit there. Not often you see somebody trying to bunt with those 2 outs, but maybe that's the whole thing there is he's probably weren't expecting that.
And in other news, the Mud Daubers and Curve are tied 4-4 in the bottom of the 6th. And the Heat leading the Pipeliners 9-4 in the top of the 7th.
McPherson coming to town next weekend. That's another team we'll see for the first time. Here's a beautiful fastball on the outside black, and it's 1-1. It's going to be 1-2 now, rather. With 2 outs here in the top of inning number 7. Pitch home. Fastball away. Lights on here at Cavalier Field. Brodell trying to get through 7 here tonight. 2-2. Fouled off of the light pole. And something you don't see very often either. Carry right off of the light pole. And then, hold on, Brodell is shaking up a little bit here. He is trying to work on that right arm. And that might be it for him tonight. You know, Tony Gonzalez does not want to. Yep, and that's it. That's going to be it for Brodell. Hate to see it, especially a young man that's going to get. Is expected to get drafted tomorrow.
And that doesn't look good.
And he was just trying to shake it off. I'm not sure if it was his shoulder or his elbow. But he was trying to snap it down. And obviously don't want to. We're trying to speculate and see exactly what it is. But Brodell's night is done. Heck of a ball game pitch, though, by Brodell. And he will be credited with 6 2/3 innings here tonight. Gave up 5 hits. No runs so far. Again, that runner at first base is his if it were to come around and score. As on the mound now is Andrew Rivero, working on the bullpen tonight. Brodell had those 4 strikeouts and 4 walks as well. We'll step aside for a quick timeout and come back as Andrew Rivero on the hill, and he will inherit this 2-2 count on the hitter Paul Schoenfeld right after this timeout.
Dodge City Red Demons has a long tradition. Family Practice Associates has been here for 38 years supporting and treating Red Demon athletes. We're the oldest independent medical practice in Dodge City with Dr. Presley, Dr. Trotter, Joanne Schaefer, ARNP, and Ryan Tyree, PA. We are here for your healthcare needs. We have in-house x-ray and lab. We have in-house counseling. For comprehensive healthcare, think Family Practice Associates of Western Kansas and call 225-1650.
Wearing the right work boots can make all the difference in your day. And at Long's, they've assembled the best selection of brands, styles, and sizes in this area. Choose from Ariat, Red Wing, Justin, Tony Lama, Twisted X, Wolverine, Dan Post, and Laredo. All discount priced every day. They've got the style that is suited best for the job you do. Plus the largest selection of ladies, steel, and safety toe boots in this area. So come in the Longs and see why they've been selling the best brands in Southwest Kansas for over 50 years. Open Monday through Friday, 9 to 8:30, Saturday 9 to 6, and Sunday 1 till 6.
Andrew Rivero, the new pitcher for the Dodge City A's, as they lead 7-0 here in the top of the 7th inning. Rivero making his 6th appearance of the season and his 4th out of the bullpen. Pitching 15 innings, 7.80 earned run average. Struck out 13, walked 9 in 15 innings of work. And Rivero will inherit this 2-ball, 2-strike count with 2 outs here in the top of the 7th against Paul Schoenfeld. After Rob Rodell left the game with an apparent injury near the top of 7th.
Now pitching for the A's, number 31, Andrew Rivero.
So it's a 2-2 count. We'll see if Rivero, who's just spent all that time warming up, can just get a one pitch and get out of the inning. He comes set, the big righty. Comes home. Check swing, and they're going to appeal down and say he did not go around. There's 3-2. Nine o'clock here, local time. Pitch home. Fouled back, and the runner was off on the full count pitch. Turned out to be a very pleasant evening, and now the wind has died down.
Not much of a better night you can ask for at the ballpark.
Not at all. It is, check the temperature here in just a second. 3-2, pitch home. Popped in the air, left side, long run for Lovano, and he is searching near the fence, and he has room and hauls in for the 3rd out. It is 75 degrees here in Dodge City. Rivero gets a pop out to the end of the inning.
All right, tonight's winner of the 50-50.
And it is time to stretch here in Dodge. The A's holding on to a 7-0 lead against the Kansas Cannons.
At South Central Kansas Bone and Joint Center, we feel your pain, and then we fix it. Heel pain is extremely common. Dr. Scott Gordon, podiatrist, specializes in the resolution of heel pain, diabetic foot and wound conditions, corrective foot and ankle surgery, and successful alternative treatments for most lower extremity pain. South Central Kansas Bone and Joint Center, Pratt, Dodge City, and Liberal.
Kelly Hendricks DDS is like the utility player of dentistry. They can do it all from cleanings, root canals, fillings, preventative care to orthodontics, comprehensive family dentistry from infants to adults. Located at 100 Ross Boulevard, Building 2, Suite C, Dodge City. They're open 7:30 a.m. to 5:30 p.m. Monday through Thursday. Make an appointment today by calling 225-6555. Serving the Dodge City community for over 30 years. Kelly Hendricks DDS. Wear a smile, you can see a mile.
Bottom of the 7th inning. Cavalier Field in Dodge City. Alongside Justin Hergert, Sean Boston. Clayton Coates will officially pinch hit here. Here for Arnie Ramirez. So Coates hitting here in the bottom of the 7th. The A's lead 7-0. First pitch misses outside for the lefty. Michael Sears, again, who is in relief of the starter for tonight's game, and that was Clay Westbrooks. Called strike here to Clayton Coates. Coates on the year, 302, just got that average back over 300. Pitch skips in. And it's 2-1. 75 degrees. Just a light breeze, if anything. Perfect night. Coates lines it right at Carson Prock. One thing he has to do is bend down 2 inches to haul that one in. On a line out the bat of Coates for out number 1 here, the 7th. Here at Harper now pinch hitting. So Harper pinch hits for Albert Lovato, who was 0 for 3. So the 4-5-hole hitters were combined 0 for 6 for the A's here tonight. That's something obviously that Tony Gonzalez saw and wants to give some other guys chances tonight. The 0-1. Here from Sears to Harper, down low to 1-1. Defensively for the Cannons, Shively in left, Schoenfeld in center, Blasey in right. 1-1. Swing and a miss and a change up, and it's 1-2. Beal at third, Proct at shortstop, Messino at second, Reynolds at first base. And then there's Wade Reynolds, not Stevenson Reynolds. Swing and a miss, and Harper is tagged out for out number 2. That is the 5th strikeout of the night by the Cannons pitching staff, and first for Michael Sears. Irwin sends one high in the air to right field. Blasey yells, "I got it." You can hear him from here. And he brings it. It's a quick 1-2-3. Bottom of 7th. We head to the 8th. The A's 7 and the Cannons scoreless.
Coughing, runny nose, and fever have you feeling down? Find the relief you need at the time that fits your schedule at Express Wellness Urgent Care in Dodge City. Now from any device, your healthcare visit is just a click away with Express Wellness Urgent Care's online check-in. Visit expresswellnessurgentcare.com and choose a time that works for you. Open 7 days a week with extended hours. Express Wellness Urgent Care is here to serve you on White Oak Boulevard in Dodge City.
A BioGuard pool is clearly the work of experts. You can be an expert with a good system that delivers clarity, convenience, and confidence. All of BioGuard's comprehensive pool care systems put the pleasure back in your pool with premium products that cover everything from sanitizers and shocks to algicides and balancers. Simple to follow and easy to maintain. That's what makes a BioGuard system. Visit Austin Pool in Dodge City or Garden City to learn about the right system for your pool and become the clear expert in your neighborhood.
Dodge City Red Demons has a long tradition. Family Practice Associates has been here for 38 years supporting and treating Red Demon athletes. We're the oldest independent medical practice in Dodge City with Dr. Presley, Dr. Trotter, Joanne Schaefer, ARNP, and Ryan Tyree, PA. We are here for your health care needs. We have in-house x-ray and lab. We have in-house counseling. For comprehensive health care, think Family Practice Associates of Western Kansas and call 225-1650.
Andrew Rivera on the hill for the A's here at the top of the 8th. Dodge City with a 7-0 lead here at Cavalier Field against the Kansas Cannons. And they are based out of Augusta, which is just east of Wichita. Cale Blasey, who has had some really good plays out in right field, comes to the plate. The left-handed hitter leads off the 8th inning. Facing Rivero. Andrew Rivero out of the windup. First pitch home outside. Blasey 0 for 3 at the plate tonight. Couple of ground outs and the strikeouts. The 1-0. Swung on and missed. And it's 1-1. Swing and a miss, and Blasey down the count now 1-2. Andrew Rivero in relief of Rob Brodell, who went out with those 2 outs in the 7th inning. 1 ball, 2 strikes, top of the 8th. Liner, it is just over the leaping Mikey Kane to the left field, and Irwin scoops it up. Leadoff single to left for Cale Blasey, his first hit of the ball game. And that is the 6th hit of the night for the Cannons. Again, all of their hits have been singles.
Next up, number 32, Miles Beal.
So Miles Beal, third baseman, who has walked, grounded out, and struck out. 0 for 2. Rivero brings home the first pitch outside. As Andrew works out of the stretch. Blasey gets his lead over at first base. He is a threat to steal. 12 of 14, and right on cue, he takes off for second. Throw down a second, not in time, and it gets out into center field. I was just looking up. He is 12 of 14, now 13 of 15, swiping bags this season. But right when I looked up, he was starting to take off. So he's at second base in scoring position for the Cannons. Nobody out. And now McConnell Lasso, the catcher for the A's, will trot out to talk to Andrew Rivero on the top of the rubber. Aaron Harper now playing at third base for Lovano. So now 3 of the infielders are changes from the beginning. So Harper at third, Mikey Kane at short, and Hunter Jerome at second. All of those 3 were on the bench to start the game. The 1-1. Fouled back off of a pull. And it's 1-2. So Knights roller for Albert Lovano, Carlos Ariano, and Brad Stone. One, 2. There's a nice pitch, but it is low, and it's 2-2. And the A's are on the road in Liberal tomorrow night. Take on the BJs, a makeup or a rain out July 2nd. 2-2. Pitch home. Ground ball to second. DeRoe scoops it up. Throws over to first for the outs. Allows Blasey to advance from second to third, since he went to the right side of the infield.
Next up, DH number 15, Tripp Clark.
Cannons are off tomorrow. Scheduled off day for them. And then they are on the road to Wichita on Tuesday to take on the Dirtbags. First pitch is a curveball in there for strike 1. No balls, 1 strike, 1 out, top of the 8th. Cale Blasey, the runner at third base for the Kansas Cannons. And the A's were scheduled to have an off day tomorrow, but that is not going to happen.
Yeah, darn Kansas weather.
Just a tough week and a half or so for the A's coming up. Several games in a row. The 2-1 again misses away, and it's 3 balls and 1 strike. Both bullpens quiet at the moment. Three-one. Swing and a miss for Trip Clark, who has reached safely back in the 4th on a single. He's also flown out and grounded out. Three-two. Breaking ball is popped up in the shallow center, and Graber camps out, makes the catch. Now he's going to throw it home, and it's going to be up the first base line. And Blasey scores standing up from third, and it's now a 7-1 lead for the A's as that breaks the shutout for the Candidates tonight. So sac fly for Trip Clark.
Now up, Wade Reynolds.
Wade Reynolds, the hitter, came in for Stevenson Reynolds. And Wade Reynolds, his first at bat tonight. After Stevenson Reynolds was 2 for 3. The 0-1. That's another fastball perfectly placed, and it's 0-2. Rivero misses away. 1-2. Andrew works out of the windup. Kicks and fires. Just misses again outside. And it's 2-2. The A's trying to get 4 games above 500. They can hold on to this lead at 15-12 as we play game number 28 of the season. Here's a fastball, and man, I don't know where that one missed. But it's now full at 3-2.
That is the ever-changing strike zone.
Had it been low. 3-2. That one does not miss.
And yet the Cannons are mouthing off again. Well, I hate to say it, but we've seen this before.
And strikeout looking for Wade Reynolds in the 8th. First strikeout of the game for Andrew Rivero through 7.5. Dodge City 7 and the Cannons 1.
This is like the utility player of dentistry. They can do it all from cleanings, root canals, fillings, preventative care to orthodontics, comprehensive family dentistry from infants to adults. Located at 100 Ross Boulevard, Building 2, Suite C, Dodge City. They're open 7:30 a.m. to 5:30 p.m. Monday through Thursday. Make an appointment today by calling 225-6555. Serving the Dodge City community for over 30 years. Kelly Hendricks DDS. Wear a smile, you can see a mile.
Hey, Demon fans. Hey, Conquistador fans. It's game time. I Don't Care Family Restaurant Sports Bar wants you to fuel up before the big game. Stop in before the game for tasty hamburgers, sandwiches, tacos, and more. Plus the coldest beer in town. Then when the game's over, stop back in for the late night menu, including calf fries, wings, nachos, pretzels, and more. Plus Friday and Saturday night, it's free pool and darts, 10 p.m. to midnight. Dodge City sports fans, they've got you covered at I Don't Care Family Restaurant and Sports Bar, 1510 West Spruce, Dodge City.
So a final score update from Liberal. The BJs run Roll Park City 11-1. Those are the next two opponents for the A's, and What's taking so long for a hitter from the A's dugout? Everybody's kind of looking around the dugout, and the Cannons are ready to go.
Here's another one for you, Sean. The Moos leading the Dirtbags 6-4 in the bottom of the 8th.
And Matt Mandeville will come out and swing the bats. So Mandeville will pinch hit here for Olaso. They just won 11-1. The Heat up 10-4 with the Pipeliners. So Matt Mandeville pinch hitting. First offering is the outside corner for strike one. Matt Mandeville also has some special guests in from California. They arrived yesterday. His girlfriend and her dad, I was able to talk to them, visit with them for half an hour or so before the game. They live up in Palo Alto, California, the Bay Area. The 1-1. Fouled off right side. And they'll be here throughout the week. They'll be with the team. Making the trip down to Liberal and then to Wichita. 1 ball, 2 strikes. The pitch here. Swing and a miss, and Mandeville goes down swinging for out number 1. And now Mikey Kane to hits. Mikey Kane came in and played shortstop for Carlos Ariano. First pitch he sees, ground ball to short. Proct fields to the backhand, throws across the diamond. Not in time, they say. Mikey Kane beats it out. Infield hit. And looked like Proct got him, but Kane will take it.
Next up for the A's, center fielder number 20, Brett Graber.
So Graber, who left the yard his last time up, comes to the plate. Launched his first home run of the season, and that one traveled well beyond the left field wall.
That ball might have a permanent indentation on it.
I didn't even see where it landed. I just know it went way out there in the night. A's leading 7-1 here in the bottom of the 8th. The 0-1. Down and in. Good block by the plate by Hanks. Good tomorrow night, 7 o'clock first pitch from Brent Gouldfield. The A's and the Liberal BJs. Are they at 6:45? 1-1. Pitch home. Popped in the air, high in the air. Shortstop Proct back. He calls for it. And just in the outfield grass, he makes the catch for the second out. Back to the top of the order. It's Ty Walton to the plate. He has reached base safely all 4 at-bats. Single, a home run, another single, and reached on air. Mikey Kane gets the lead at first. Pitch home, swing and a miss by Ty Walton. And Ty Walton is probably the most aggressive player on the A's. He'll swing every time, basically the first pitch. Look at his home run was the first pitch. The single, the first, was on the first pitch. He likes swinging at that first pitch he sees. 0-1. Two outs here in the eighth. Long pause for Sears. He comes home. Well, check swing. Walton held up. Now they'll appeal, and he did hold up, but it's 1-1. Two outs in the eighth. The pitch. Oh, wow. Tony Vega, the home plate umpire, it looked like he was going to call a strike. He turned his head to the right like he does on a called strike and thought about it, and then he turned his head quickly back and shook his head no. He wasn't going to call it. 2-1. Pitch is swung on, hit well to the left, but the left fielder Shively is back and makes the catch for the third out. And the Cannons down to their final outs, final 3 outs of the night. 7-1. The A's 3 outs away from picking up win number 16 on the season.
Your health means everything. And every minute matters when an emergency puts your health at risk. That's why it's essential to get the care you need as soon as possible. The emergency department at Western Plains Medical Complex is ready, providing you quality care with the peace of mind of a certified chest pain center. Don't make your health wait. Get to the hospital. Western Plains Medical Complex. Learn more at westernplainsmc.com.
Sneezing, coughing, runny nose, and fever have you feeling down? Find the relief you need at the time that fits your schedule at Express Wellness Urgent Care in Dodge City. Now from any device, your healthcare visit is just a click away with Express Wellness Urgent Care's online check-in. Visit expresswellnessurgentcare.com and choose a time that works for you. Open 7 days a week with extended hours. Express Wellness Urgent Care is here to serve you on White Oak Boulevard in Dodge City.
It's a myth those people feeling suicidal don't warn anyone. Most will give clues or even talk about it when asked. If you're worried about someone, talk to them right away. And there's help, like the National Suicide Prevention Lifeline at 1-800-273-TALK. Warning signs can save a life. Learn about them at mattersks.org. Brought to you by Glenn Curbs Law Firm.
Andrew Rivera will try to shut the door on the Kansas candidate tonight. 7-1, the Dodge to the A's lead it as we play the top of the ninth.
Leading off, number 1, Carson Proct.
Carson Proct, who's had a really good night as shortstop, steps in. He has reached safely twice on a couple of walks and then flew out to right. Along with Justin Hergert, I'm Sean Boston here at Cavalier Field. And Rivero dots the fastball the outside corner for strike one to lead off the ninth.
And it looks like for some insurance, we have Jack Wunderbauer warming up down in the bullpen.
This pitch just misses. Count even at 1-1. Nobody out here at the top of the ninth. Leadoff hitter Carson Proct to the plate. Off the inning, I should say, in the sixth hole hitter for the Candidates lineup. 1 ball, 2 strikes here. Pitch home, bounces off the turf. It is now 2-2.
Home plate umpire might have been a little gun shy after that pitch.
2-2. Pitch home from Rivero. Foul out of play. Been a really pleasant night tonight. A little windy to start things. We have first pitch at 81 degrees, and it is in the low to mid 70s currently.
I think we're supposed to bottom out right around 60 again tonight.
Man, isn't it just crazy to think we're at 73, 74 degrees right now, but that feels cold.
Right?
Because of what we're used to. 90s and 100. 3-2. Pop to the air, right side. Second baseman to roll over towards the line. And he makes the catch for the first down of the ninth.
Next up, number 34, Carson Shagley.
And it's hard to believe, Sean, that after tonight, we're down to 14 games left on the regular season.
Yeah. Or is it 12? It would be 12.
12, maybe. I'm going with 14 until I hear officially.
All right. No balls, one strike.
I'm the type of person I would rather go on what I know versus what is rumored could happen.
The A's offense has gotten some power tonight. A couple of guys that usually don't produce a lot of power. It's Ty Walton and Brent Graber. Both had home runs, as did Mikano Lasso. A's have hit 3 home runs, tied out to left field. 1 ball, 2 strikes here from Andrew Rivero to Carson Shively, who has reached 3 times, once on a single and a couple of fielder's choice. 1-2. Just a bit outside. Matt Mandeville now catching for the A's. He pinch hit for Olaso in the 8th. Two-two. Swing and a miss. Man, that one right by Shively. He yanked him all the way around. There are now 2 outs in the ninth. Second strikeout of the game for Rivero. He came in the 7th inning. Got a pop out to third to end that inning. As he faced Schoenfeld. So he got that inherited at 2-2 count when Rob Brodell went out of the game with that injury. Ground ball to second. It's going to be over to first. It's going to be scooped by Kane. Throw to first, and Rivero's there covering the bag. And it is a 7-1 Dodge to the A's victory as they win this and win the series 2-1. We'll come right back and wrap it up right after this timeout.
Work boots can make all the difference in your day. And at Long's, they've assembled the best selection of brands, styles, and sizes in this area. Choose from Ariat, Red Wing, Justin, Tony Lama, Twisted X, Wolverine, Dan Post, and Laredo. All discount priced every day. They've got the style that is suited best for the job you do. Plus the largest selection of ladies, steel, and safety toe boots in this area. So come into Long's and see why they've been selling the best brands in Southwest Kansas for over 50 years. Open Monday through Friday, 9 to 8:30, Saturday 9 to 6, and Sunday 1 till 6.
7 left on. 7 runs, 11 hits.
At South Central Kansas Bone and Joint Center, we feel your pain, and then we fix it. Heel pain is extremely common. Dr. Scott Gordon, podiatrist, specializes in the resolution of heel pain, diabetic foot and wound conditions, corrective foot and ankle surgery, and successful alternative treatments for most lower extremity pain. South Central Kansas Bone and Joint Center, Pratt, Dodge City, and Liberal.
Back here at Cavalier Field in Dodge City. Sean Boston along with Justin Hurt. The Dodge City A's win tonight by a final score of 7-1 over the Kansas Cannons. The A's are now 16-12 thanks to the 6-run victory here tonight. The final game numbers for the Cannons: 1 run, 6 hits, 3 errors, 7 stranded, and for the A's, 7 runs on 11 hits, no errors, and 6 left on base. Winning pitcher goes to Rob Rodell as he proves to 2-2 on the season. He went 6 2/3 innings, gave up 5 hits, no runs, struck out 4, and walked 4. In the loss will go to Clay Westbrooks. He went 5 innings, gave up 7 hits, 3 runs, struck out 4, and did not allow a walk here this evening. Time of game, 2 hours and 29 minutes. First pitch is 7:03. The final out recorded at 9:32. For the Cannons, no runs through the first 7 innings. They did get that 1 run in the 8th. Were held scoreless in the 9th. They retired 3 up and 3 down. For the A's, none in the first, 1 in the second, 1 in the third, none in the 4th, 1 in the 5th, 4 in the 6th, thanks to those two-run home runs, one by Makano Lasso and the other by Brett Kraber. And then the A's were held scoreless in the 7th and 8th innings for their total of 7 runs. The A's now 16-12 thanks to this 6-run victory. Back in action tomorrow night on the road down at Brent Gould Field in Liberal. First pitch at 7 o'clock. Here local time will go on the air at 6:45. You can hear it right here on 10:30 a.m. and 107.1 FM KBUF, as well as tune in on the YouTube stream tomorrow night for the A's and the BJs. For broadcast partner Justin Hergen, our special guest earlier tonight, Phil Stevenson, Sean Boston saying so long and good night from Cavalier Field in Dodge City. The A's win it by a final score of 7-1.